everyone, welcome to SST Edupedia. I am Assistant Professor Deepika Valecha. Today we will be covering a topic which is Valuation of Goodwill, which is a topic relating to Financial Accounting 2 of first year BCBI semester 2. Today we will be covering these topics, which includes meaning of goodwill, features of goodwill, what is the need of valuation of goodwill, factors affecting valuation, and what are the various methods of valuation of goodwill. Now, what is goodwill? Goodwill is an intangible asset connected with the acquisition of one business by the another. Goodwill is defined as the fraction of purchase price that is more than the total of the net fair value of all the assets acquired by the company, and liabilities are also taken into the considerations. So here, what is goodwill? It is kind of an intangible asset which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched, but it can be felt. For example, today we consider the Apple phone, that is iPhone as a cell phone company, Apple as a cell phone company considered to be a very good goodwill. That's the reason the company is able to sell a product at a very good price in the market, and even customers are also ready to take the cell phone at the higher prices even than that of the reasonable prices in the market for that particular product, because the company has framed that kind of a goodwill, that's a brand, or else you can say an image, into the market, so that people are ready to pay more and people are ready to invest in that company, because the company's valuation of goodwill is more in the market. So goodwill plays a very important role, because we come to know it, we cannot see actually, as we can see the land, building, plant as a fixed asset in a company, but we cannot see the goodwill. We can only feel the goodwill as in terms of the name, fame of the company, and even the mouth publicity of the n number of people which we may hear at many times as a company grows. So today there are many companies who have framed their goodwill in a very good manner. For example, we do have Tata company, we have Reliance companies, and many more companies. So it's an intangible asset and it is very important to value the goodwill. What is the need for valuation? Why it is required? Because as and when, if the company's directors and companies people put the many efforts for framing the company, and the fruit of it should be given to the company. That's why it is important to value the goodwill. Now, if we come to the next part, which is features of goodwill. What are the characteristics relating to the goodwill? We have, it is kind of a reputation or a position of the company into the market. It is a name and fame which a company is earning over the period of time. Then we have profit earning capacity. With the help of goodwill, we will find out what is the company's capacity to earn the profit over a particular period. Like, for example, if one company is planning to issue the shares into the particular stock market, so they are that much sure if the company's brand, that is goodwill, is more, or goodwill is well established, company is already in the surety that as and when the company is issuing the shares in the market, investors will surely buy those shares even at the premium rates. So next is intangible fixed asset. Goodwill is a kind of a fixed asset, but it is not tangible, it's an intangible. Intangible refers to, we cannot see the goodwill, we can only feel, or we can only feel like that the company's goodwill is very good. Then it is inseparable part of the business. Positive goodwill or negative goodwill may be there. That means a brand image, what a company is creating with the help of their work and their efforts over the period of a time. If, for example, if company is not performing that much, it will comes to the valuation of the goodwill, or you can say the good company's brand image will surely come down. For example, if we take the example of a Nestle company who with a product, Maggie product, for example. So at one point of a time that product was banned. So the companies, that will definitely affect the company's brand image, and as slowly and gradually company is in the position to overcome that problem, and again that with the help of the new efforts and new development in the product, company has started with the product and reselling of the product. Then we have no relation with the capital invested to build it. There is no connection of goodwill with that of the capital. Like if the company is investing a less amount of a capital, then the goodwill will be less, and more amount of a capital is invested and the goodwill will be more. There is no kind of a relation of capital with that of the goodwill. If the company is performing well, if the company is giving the customers to what the customers requirement is, if their product is demanded in the market, or the services are appreciated in the market, then only the goodwill will be more, and if the company is performing well. Value may vary over the time. As I already told, nothing is permanent. Here, if the company is also if not performing well, so the valuation may comes down, and possibility is there goodwill may change. Then value may fluctuate. In one financial year, it may be possible that the valuation is 4 lakhs, possibly in the next year it may be 8 lakhs, depending on the company's performance. Now, what is the need of valuation of goodwill? Why it is required to value the goodwill? First of all, change in the profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. For example, if we do have the partnership firm, so if the profit sharing ratio of the partners is changed, like previously it was equal, now if with the profit sharing ratio there is a change, like it may be 2:1 or 3:1. So for that purpose, we need to calculate how much will be the share of the partner in the goodwill as well. So for that purpose too, we need to find out the valuation of goodwill. Next is admission of the partner, or retirement of the partner, or death of the partner. Now in a partnership firm, if one new partner is admitted, so the previous partners will get the already existing partners will get their valuation of goodwill. We can calculate the goodwill amount and we will divide among the already existing partners first, and then from the next year onwards only the goodwill will be divided into the all partners in their profit sharing ratio. So if the situation comes, if we have the admission of the partner, or else you can say retirement, if someone is retiring from the partnership firm, or even in case of a death of a partner, it is required to give the amount of the goodwill with respect of that particular partner to their nominees. So that is why it is important to value the goodwill amount. And also we need to calculate the amount of a goodwill in the case of the dissolution of the business or dissolution of a going concern. For example, if the company or a partnership firm is winding up, that means they are closing their venture. So at that particular time as well, it is important to calculate how much is the goodwill valuation, and accordingly it is important to distribute or divide the amount of a goodwill among the respective shareholders or the partners. Amalgamation of the partnership firms or even the companies. If two or more companies or partnership firms amalgamate, that means merge together, at that merger or at that point of a time, it is also important to calculate the amount of a goodwill and also to pay the that much amount of a goodwill to the concerned partners or the companies. In case of even the mergers and takeovers, we need to calculate the value of the goodwill. Coming to the next part, that is, which are the factors which affects the valuation? What are the various factors? Number one, we have customers' requirement. Now, at the time, like why goodwill, what are the various factors which affects the goodwill? Either my goodwill will be more or goodwill will be less. If the company is performing well and as per the customer's requirement, they are producing their products or providing the services, surely the company's goodwill will be more than that of the other companies. Production facilities. For example, a company has a good production unit and they are producing the products as per the customer's demand and even delivering the products at that on time to the customers, definitely the company's goodwill will be more. Raw material to be used. Now, for each and every product, customers mostly see the quality of the product, and even for services, how much in a good manner the services are provided. So the raw material which is used in the product, if it is a quality product, then definitely that will be kind of a key feature for that particular product, and which will definitely distinguish the same from of that product with that of the other companies. Cost to price ratio. Now, what is the cost to price ratio? That is also affecting the valuation of goodwill. Why? We do have the various reasons why the product gets affected. Then even quality policies, plants, affect everything relating to the business in terms of the product, that will affect. Next, we have methods of valuation of goodwill. Now, there are two main, we can say there are two methods which we have how we can calculate the goodwill. Number one, we have average profit method, and number two, we have super profit method. Now, for average profit method, there are two subtypes in that. We have type 1, which is simple average method, and type 2, which is weighted average method. Now, in simple average, what are the steps we can, with the help of which we can calculate the value of goodwill, and also in weighted average, what are the steps with which we can calculate? See, under simple average method, first we need to calculate the average profit of the company for the given number of years. Like for example, if I am calculating the, if I do have the total profit of last 5 years, so I need to calculate the average profit with the help of the formula, that is average profit is equals to total profit divided by number of years. For example, the total profit is of 5 lakhs and total number of years are 5. So 5 lakhs divided by 5, that will be 1 lakh, that is average profit. Now, in simple average method, to calculate the amount of a goodwill, we need to apply the formula, which is average profit into number of years. Average profit, that is 1 lakh as per the example, into number of years will be given in the question. It may be 2 years, it may be 2.5 years purchase. So what we have to do, we will multiply the average profit amount with that of the number of years purchase. We will get the amount of a goodwill. In weighted average method, we have same formula to calculate the goodwill, but with the weights. In the question, we will be having the values of the weights, that is for 5 years you will be having the weights. Like say for example, for first year we have 1 lakh as a profit, and a weight associated to 1 lakh is 2. We have second year, we have 2 lakhs as a profit and weight associated is 3. Simultaneously, we have the values of weights along with the profits. So what we are supposed to do, we have to multiply these profits along with the weights, and we will get the total amount from which is called as weighted average profit. Now, how we will calculate the weighted average profit? Weighted average profit is equals to sum of the profits multiplied by the weights divided by sum of the weights. That means if total weights for 5 years is 20, so we have to divide the multiplication of two things, that is profit into weight divided by total number of weights. So with the help of this formula, we will be able to find out the weighted average profit. And for the purpose of calculating goodwill, we will be having weighted average profit multiplied by number of years purchase. That number of years purchase, again, that will be given into the question. So these were the methods with the help of which we will be able to calculate goodwill in the average profit method, under which we have two methods, simple average method and weighted average method. Now we do have the another method, which is super profit method. Now under super profit method, we have three different types. First is number of years purchase method, annuity method and capitalization of the super profit method. So these three methods we will be continuing with the practical as well as theoretical concepts in the next video. In the next video, you can see the points which we will be covering, that will be for the super profit, and also we will be seeing the practical questions of average profit and super profit method. So in this video, what we have seen the characteristics. What is first of all, what is the meaning of the goodwill? Then what are the various features of the goodwill? What is the need of valuation? And also what are the broad concepts relating to the methods of the goodwill? I hope it is clear with all. Thank you so much. Thank you.